making progress, people. Ah!
We never emptied all the food out of the fridge. So now we have to get this fridge out of here, and it's super heavy because it's super full of fridge.
Super full of fridge.
It's super full of food.
Super full of frigilistic expialidocious. What's up and welcome, guys. We are in Panama City. There are alarms going off, planes flying by, buses being super loud.
But today, we're doing something crazy.
We're gonna be doing some van renovations. For those of you that caught our last video, you saw we picked up a new fridge. I'm gonna be installing that and doing some other upgrades today, but first, we need to head into a hardware store. This is crazy. This place in Panama is called the Do It Center, and they're totally trying to knock off Home Depot. They wear little orange vests. It's got pretty much everything Home Depot has except for lumber. One of the craziest things I think I've figured out about Panama is that Panama City is one of the biggest, most advanced cities in all of Latin America, without a doubt.
It's basically like a little Miami.
It is so much like Miami. It's actually crazy. Well, I definitely don't have everything I need, but let's let the fun begin.
What are you doing?
I have to drill holes in it.
What? It's a brand new fridge.
I know, the regular fridge comes with like its own temperature regulating mechanism, and it's like not super efficient. So the company that sells the fridge sells an upgrade kit that has its own digital measurement tool, and it has like an exterior display. So I bought that, and I've got to drill holes in the fridge to put it in.
How confident are you that this is right?
70%.
What?
What do you want?
It could not be right?
I don't know. Oh.
I see light.
We have action. See when the drill bit comes out the back and let me know.
Okay, it's out the back.
Feed this through the hole. Buenos tardes! It's in.
It's in?
At least just the temperature sensor. I was kind of worried about that. I'll be honest, Isotherm's a great company, but this is just not how an upgrade should be. This is like a very extensive,
DIY
difficult thing to hook up, yeah. It's a good thing I'm a trained professional. I've never done this before. Now it's time to rip out the old fridge.
Moment of truth, eh?
This might be really painful.
Oh.
You see that? That's one of the reasons we're getting a new fridge. This thing is like pretty much maxed out, and it's at 51 degrees, which if you know anything about like serve safe or fridges or food, 51 is not good. 51 degrees is like leaving things on the countertop in Utah in the wintertime.
Those magnets have a lot of sentimental value.
I know. I know. This was me and Allie's first trip. This is where we got engaged. Sky's the limit because of Big Sky and an apple. Just cause.
Eat your fruits and veggies, people.
Eat your fruits and veggies, people.
There's no jiggle room.
I know, there's no jiggle room. This is what happens when you build a van build around an appliance.
Oh, boy.
That thing is in there so snug because I didn't want it coming out when you go around corners and things like that. So it's very difficult to get out now. I'm actually getting really worried because I don't think I ever took this measurement and checked to see if the fridge will fit all the way out.
What?
22. 22. So that one barely fits. I don't know if this one has enough space to come out though.
Oh no.
Oh!
Wow, that is lucky.
Woo, look at that, Betsy. That was almost a crisis.
That could have been really bad.
Allie would have literally murdered me.
I would have literally murdered you.
So much Frank hair back there.
Really?
Yeah. I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, how are we gonna get all the food out now?
To top it all off, this is where we are right now. Super extra.
Super duper.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? We've got our entire van emptied out, all over the bed. We've even got stuff on the toilet. It is a mess in here, and now Trent just realized we never opened the fridge. So now we have to get this fridge out of here, and it's super heavy because it's super full of fridge.
Super full of food.
It's super full of food.
Super full of fragilistic expialidocious.
This is so stressful, I can't even talk. We're not even hoping that it's easy, we're just hoping that it's possible.
All right, let's do this. So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, that is one side of the fridge, and that is the other. We literally have probably like an 1/8 or maybe 1/4 of an inch of gap to get this thing out. Oh, by the hair of our chinny chin chins. You guys want to see what it looks like under your fridge when you have a dog? There's a couple Franks worth in there.
Yeah, you can make some pillows. Now that the fridge is in place, we have a couple accessories that we need to mount. The little controller is going to go on top of our thermostat, as well as the inverter panel that is currently hidden behind our espresso machine in the back bottom shelf under our bed. It's really hard to get to and hard to see, which makes it hard to monitor what our battery levels are at. So we're gonna remount that and completely redesign a corkboard area, which I'm a little bit sad about, but Trent thinks it's necessary.
And I just heard Allie say espresso. We know it's espresso.
Espresso, excuse me. Looking good, my friend.
I'm just gonna wire up that little module and I'm done, baby. Well, it was kind of sad to have to get rid of the fridge that was in our original build. We have a better fridge now, and we donated it to this thrift store, so hopefully somebody in need will get it for a fair price. Now we've got to build some shelves.
So now that we have mostly everything installed, we need to build something over where that gap in the fridge is, and we want to build some shelves there and in the hanging closet. We need to find materials for that first.
What about this? You guys sell it in small pieces, or does it only come in like...
It's coming 4x8.
Yeah, 4x8.
Okay! That was easier than I expected it to be.
I don't even have to cut any wood. These guys are gonna cut it for me.
Wow!
Beautiful.
Gracias.
Bye.
Bien. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
Hello.
This type of wood would definitely not have been my first choice. However, buying plywood and painting it while we're living in the van and having the paint dry would just be a worse option. Plus, these guys were gonna cut all the pieces for me, so all I gotta do is mate it all together, screw it together with some brackets, and we're good to go. That was a marching band, which is, you know, not extremely uncommon to see, but it was the police. It was a police marching band. I don't know exactly why there was a police marching band, but it's in one of the most impoverished parts of Panama City. If you look out right here, a lot of these areas are so poor, they literally look like the remnants of a war zone. But I've never seen a police marching band. That was pretty cool to see.
All right, my friends. We've been doing this reno project for a few days. Today we're gonna finish it up. It's only 99 degrees. It's only 100% humidity. It's supposed to rain in about an hour, but we got this.
Okay, you ready?
All right.
Let's do this. They cut all the pieces for us. However, there is one angle that I didn't have for them, so I have to cut it on my own. I already tried to cut this angle once, but I measured it just slightly off, so now I'm having to do a second cut. Always measure twice, cut once. I didn't do that.
Step one is done.
Sweating through my shirt. It's super hot and humid. I think it's like 99 today. Really hot. Yeah, this is the base shelf. Now we got to do one more shelf on top of it, and then something with that space there. We're moving right along.
These renovations have been a really long time coming, and although we've kind of known that we've wanted to do them, we waited until we accumulated a bunch of different things, because when you're traveling full time, you're also living in the vehicle at the same time as you're doing construction. It's better to just get it all done in one fell swoop. So we're trying to take care of everything we possibly can while everything is torn apart and a mess, basically.
final step. Oh, there's a little chip right there, better not use that side. This new DC fridge is a lot shorter than our old fridge was. I built this cabinet around our old fridge, so we had this big gap right here. Now I'm still gonna leave this open for ventilation for the back of the fridge, but I'm gonna put that little fascia on here so that we can put like laptops and whatever else in there so that it doesn't slide around, doesn't slide out. We can actually use this space for something.
It's the final countdown.
Ding, ding. Ba-da-dun, dun, dun. Ba-da-dun, dun. Ba-da-dun, dun, dun, dun.
Who sings that?
No idea.
You should let them sing it.
Allie's got jokes.
Well guys, after a couple days, a lot of hours of work, some sweat, some tears, some blood, we're done. And it's crazy what you find when you're cleaning some stuff out. We've needed to clean out a bunch of these cabinets for a while, and we found Trent's old hat.
It's kind of smashed, but it'll do.
That's perfect.
I'll be wearing it again.
For me, the biggest thing has been the rearrangement of our hanging closet. So
you guys can see me. Hi.
Oh, there's Trent, what's up? So we had a huge closet before of only hanging clothes, and now we have half of it hanging clothes. The other half is cubbies and shelves to put stuff.
I'm pretty happy about this new storage because now I actually have a lot more space. Before, all my t-shirts were hanging, but it just wasn't an efficient use of space. Now, this cubby's like only 3/8 of the way full with my t-shirts, which means I could get more t-shirts if I wanted to. Also, what we did is I relocated the control panel for the inverter up here. Anytime we wanted to like check the voltage or turn the inverter off and on, I had to dig into the bottom of the cabinet that actually has the espresso machine, our blender, all that stuff in there. And you have to like climb through and stick to the end to like flick the switch. It was just a huge pain in the butt. So I relocated it here, super accessible, easy to read, awesome. And then this right here is the new control panel for the new fridge. Super stoked on that too. We can always see what temperature the fridge is, we can control it, we can turn it into eco mode. But now it's really easy to access right there next to the thermostat.
And we were able to salvage our beautiful Polaroid wall. So we still get all the functionality of our hanging hooks, we can hang up our pretty photos, and Trent gets his little power station.
Command center. So the main reason we swapped out this fridge, like I said earlier in the video, is that it is not insulated well. The old fridge was not insulated well, so it didn't hold the cold like it needed to. This new fridge is insulated like an igloo. It's amazing. Also, it runs on 12-volt DC, which means we don't have to have the inverter running 24 hours a day to keep our food cold. The inverter uses like 30 watts or something without powering anything, which means it's just constantly drawing energy off of the battery 24 hours a day, and then it's powering the fridge on top of that. So now that we have a fridge that doesn't require the inverter, we save a ton of electricity, it's more efficient, and it's kind of pretty too. I'm super stoked on the new fridge. We get an extra shelf here which can hold laptops and other valuables like that. I'm happy. I'm happy. We got to do a cool project on the van. I hate working on the van on the road, I'll be honest with you, but this was pretty simple. And I think we gained a lot out of it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to our channel if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll talk to you soon, guys.
See you on the next one.